Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to go over the new Quadmula frame, the SirenA F35. Hopefully the holidays were good to everyone. I've been insanely busy, but I have had a chance to fly this little guy and kind of get my opinions of it. But I want to go over what Quadmula has done to the new frame, what they're trying to achieve, and at the end we'll kind of go over what I think about it and if it holds up to the toughness they're going for. Alright, so I'm going to go over some points and some stuff about the new frame, and we'll cut to some B-roll on the bench looking at the frame as I kind of talk about it, so you're not just sitting here staring at me, which you are probably already tired of. This is their 3.5-inch frame. You can put a 3.6-inch prop on it. That's what I fly, is a 3.6-inch prop. So the main design philosophy behind this thing was making it tougher physically, and they also added something in that you get with the frame kit that helps your electronics be a little bit tougher as well. But they've upgraded the arms. The arms are now 4mm arms. It comes with the 3 caps and a little board to solder them all to, and it definitely helps with cutting the noise down, but it also helps with, like, when you're hitting something and your motor and prop stop immediately, it's going to backfeed into your ESC. And the more caps you have, the better. And when they're on a good PCB board and not just your junky wiring job like my old stuff, it will prevent an ESC from blowing, a motor from burning up. It's not going to stop at 100%, but it's going to definitely prevent something simple that would have killed a motor, might not kill a motor this time. It'll definitely help it last a lot longer. The entire frame now has M3 screws, and there was a mixture on the last frame of the M3 and M2, and they're steel screws, and they're a little oversized in some areas where they weren't before. And I know some people are worried about weight, but they've taken care of that in some of the other departments to where it's really not that much heavier. So it's adding more strength to the frame, and that's kind of the name of this game with this particular frame, is more rigidity, more strength. Keeping it as lightweight as possible while keeping it as strong. They've also released better TPU files for clamshells. It's not just for 04 and 03. It actually works with the walk snail stuff, with analog stuff. Any kind of VTX you want to use, HD0 cams, there's a clamshell 3D file available on their website to protect the cameras. Takes 20 by 20 stacks. I'm running a T-Motor Mini F7 on this one, and on the other one I got, it's the Volterra Mini with the KISS Ultra Mini flight controller. Motor sizes, 1804s to 2006s. Running the 1804s with the 5mm up front. Up here you see that. I love the props that you can get with that hole, and I love these T-Motor 1804 motors. Batteries they recommend, 800s to 1100 6S. I'm running 650 6S's and 600 6S's, and they seem to be doing great. I don't know what that saves a little bit of weight, a little bit, depending on what brand you go with. I'm sure an 850 6S or 800 6S will be really good. I feel like I have some 1050s I'm going to try, but I feel like that's a little much. So I'm probably just going to stick with the 650s. They seem to be money for me. They recommend, 800 to 1100 mile 6S. The motor mounting is something to think about. It's 12 by 12 only. That's it. 12 by 12 is it. So check your motors before you decide what motors you want to get for this thing. You can run an action cam on this, like the Osmo Nano or an Action 2. I've seen some people doing it. They've designed the spacing and TPU parts to run one if you want to. Say you're running analog and you want to run an action cam, and it's pulled back a little bit, they've considered the center of gravity for that. The stack screw situation, where they use the M2 stack screws with the rubber sleeve, that is still a thing on Quadmulas. I know there's like a divide with certain people about that system. I am a huge fan of that system. I've noticed the amount of noise it cuts down by doing that. You can get your stack locked in really good and still have that dampening there. I know some of the KISS guys, it's all about the hard mount gummies, and this is different than that, but I've run KISS stacks on this setup. Great. Zero issues. Runs phenomenal. 650 6S lipos, and that's putting me right at 364. And that's with this T-motor setup. That's in the air, 364. The Speedy Pizza 600s, I know a lot of people are big fans of those 6S batteries. That's 361. Puts it way over the scales in my opinion at 432. I just think that's too much battery, and that's for a 6S 1050. Alright, so enough rambling around the bench. We've gone over everything. I've probably missed something, but you get the gist. They wanted to make everything stronger. They wanted to make the quad more durable. With the way things are in the United States with FPV and a lot of other countries too, you want your stuff to last longer. We'll just say that. If you're looking for an alternative that flies, they say flies like a 5-inch. I won't say it flies like a 5-inch, but it flies amazing and it is fun. But only 5 inches fly like 5 inches in my opinion. But if you want something that's insanely fun, that's still easy to do tricks that you're used to doing on your 5-inch, check 3.5s out. I think the future is going to be a lot more welcoming to 3.5-inch size quads. The way things are going, just get out there and stay under the radar and try not to bother nobody. And you're going to have a lot of fun with these 3.5s. So. Alright, I got this thing in low light mode because it's getting dark out here. I'm heading out. Still had a few packs left, but the sun setting beat me. I am shocked at how tough this little dude is. I went over everything with the bench, so if this is something you're looking for and you're wondering how the durability is, it's there. I hit this sign behind me full speed, and it spun out of control. I'm guessing it confused the gyro or something, and I thought it was toast. And I went and picked it up and set it down, and it flew away. This thing has taken some hits, as you've seen in the montage of hits. This thing has taken some pretty good hits. So yeah, double thumbs up for me, which I'm Quadmula all the way anyway. But if you're looking for a really stout 3.5 inch, this is the dude right here. And that head-on hit I took earlier on the canopy over there didn't mess. The 04 was protected, so unless something's poking out that you hit, it looks like it's going to be good to protect the 04 too. So I flew around without a care in the world. It's kind of like kind of a nice change, not having to worry about smashing my action cam or breaking an arm or roasting a motor. Those 3 caps and that board definitely help a lot with back feeding the motors. This thing's legit. Choice is yours. I think it's a good one, but maybe I'm just a shill, right? Got there, fly. Thanks for watching, guys. I know this was a long one. Thanks for sticking it out with me. Quadmula SirenA F35. It's a little beast. It's a little beast. If you're looking for a solid 3.5, check it out. Y'all have a good one.